Welcome to beautiful AT&T Park in San Francisco, California. It's game 2 of a 3-game series between the Red Sox and the San Francisco Giants. Red Sox have the best record in interleague play. A 126-67 interleague record since 2003, in fact. The Red Sox own the best interleague record in Major League Baseball this season at 10-3. You see where they rank across the board. Very impressive. Also tops in several offensive categories, including average on-base percentage and slugging percentage, as the Red Sox, of course, start here in San Francisco and then move on to Los Angeles.
But, you know, he started the season in the spotlight in the WBC playing for the Netherlands, and we're going to see this talent. We haven't seen it. 5-tool player. We drop it on a lot of young stars, but his kid is so relaxed. If you see him, he's friendly. He seems so comfortable, but he's confident at the same time. This kid, hopefully, the start of a tremendous career.
The beautiful city of San Francisco, California. And welcome back inside AT&T Park as we get ready for Game 2. Well, last night's Game 1, incredibly pitched by John Lester, who last night...
Oh, and for him, the last 3 starts, 2 good ones, 1 bad one. The last start, pretty good, you know. Had to carry a 1-run lead into the 7th inning. Ended up losing that game. But he has so much experience, like I said, in the National League and right here at AT&T Park.
Hill, we'll come back, have the first pitch for you from AT&T Park right after this. As the Giants take the field tonight, as they do, let's check out the Red Sox batting order. It's brought to you by New England Chevy Dealers. Leading it off is Jacoby Ellsbury in center field with Shane Victorino in right field batting second. Dustin Pedroia at second base in the 3 spot. It's Mike Karp who is at first base in the cleanup spot as David Ortiz gets tonight off. Will Middlebrooks at third base with Daniel Nava in left field. Making his major league debut is Xander Bogaerts, a .297 average in the minors this season. And doing the catching tonight, David Ross bats 8th, and Jake Peavy is the pitcher. He bats 9th. For the Giants, Ryan Volgesong gets the start tonight. Vogelsong's numbers are brought to you by Nissan. His 12th start of the year, 2-4 with a 6.75 earned run average, 47 strikeouts to 24 walks, and opponents hitting at .316 so far against Volgesong. And behind him defensively, the Giants defense is brought to you on Nesson by Verizon. Joaquin Arias starting at third base. Brandon Crawford at shortstop with Marco Scudero at second. Brandon Belt at first base. Left to right in the outfield, it is Roger Kieschnick in left, Gregor Blanco in center, and Hunter Pence in right field. The catcher is Buster Posey for Ryan Vogelsong. Well, the umpiring crew tonight, Mike Everett has the play calling the balls and strikes with Dan Bellino at first base, Bruce Dreckman at second base, and Tim Wilkie, the crew chief, is the umpire at third. And very comfortable conditions here tonight. Blue skies above, 63 degrees to start the game. The breeze out to right field at 8 miles per hour, and the forecast partly cloudy for the remainder of the evening. But right now, not a cloud in the sky here in San Francisco as we get this Game 2 started.
Well, this is a good game to take advantage of the San Francisco Giants. They did it last night against Lincecum, and now it's time to get Volgesong. This is not the same guy. He's the guy that was so great in the postseason last year. Then he came out and went and pitched in the WBC, which I think had a lot to do with why he got banged around big time, you know, early in this season. Then, you know, broke his hand, and he's come back, and it's been about 3 months, and he's had 2 starts. But this is not the same guy. Lost his velocity a little bit. He's trying to find himself. You got to take advantage of it.
Zito tomorrow has really struggled in the finale of the series. First pitch of the ball game will miss down and in. Goes back as much as it has.
Well, first of all, if you're in the postseason, it's not a bright idea because you had to extend your season to begin with. So quite ready anyway that early, even if you try to be. It's just.
He's on the ground and through into right field. A base hit for Jacoby Ellsbury, and a good start for the Red Sox.
And right away, you know, talk about a fastball, not much on it. Ellsbury comes out of the chute, base hit to right field. A couple good years with the Red Sox, and don't tell me that wasn't the reason why. You know, there was no reason for him. I know it's his country, he had to play for his country, but it cost the Red Sox about 3 years. This is his 7th year. Been quite a ride for him.
There goes Ellsbury, and the throw from Posey is going to be not in time. Stolen base, ball gets away. Ellsbury steals second base.
But that's as close as you're going to see, and that's because he didn't really have that all big of a lead. They're taking it right to him, right from the get-go.
45th steal of the year now for Jacoby Ellsbury. Tops in the American League, and Victorino gets hit. It happens a lot to Shane, this time getting hit in the back area, and Victorino down to first base.
Well, at least it's a breaking ball. That's an ugly breaking ball. I don't know if that hurts.
Time this season, the Victorino's been hit by a pitch, 2 on, nobody out. And it brings up Dustin Pedroia. It's 290, 8 home runs and 69 runs batted in. Safely in 6 of his last 7 games. It'll bounce in for ball 2, 2-0. And there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Of course, last year with the Giants, second season in San Francisco. Of course, broke into the big leagues with Pittsburgh. Back Giants. Red Sox with a chance here to jump on top. Runners at first and second, nobody out. He bluffs off the backside, no throw. A 3-1 pitch. And Pedroia grounds it up the middle from second base. Scudero has no play anywhere. And he saves a run by getting to it. And stopping at third base is Ellsbury. So an infield hit here for Pedroia, and the bases are loaded. There's a line drive to right field. Hunter Pence is there to make the catch. Tagging at third base is Ellsbury. Throw goes to second, and the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. Mike Karp on a sac fly puts Boston on top 1-0 here in the first inning.
Does the job, gets far enough out into right field. You know, with Ellsbury at third, he's going to score. You see Pence throws behind.
Rounder foul as he jumps on the first pitch. Brooks at 222, 10 homers and 30 runs batted in. The 1 pitch on the ground right side, ranging is Scudero, a bobble, and everybody's safe again. Really hard, but unable to record any outs on any of these grounds.
Anyway, but this ball should have been fielded by Scudero. That's an E4. It wasn't hit very hard, I realized, but it's not that. It was just right at second base. It wasn't like there was a speedster up there flying. Middlebrooks down the line with that.
Bases loaded, 1 out, and Daniel Nava the batter. On the outside corner for strike 2. 5 for 12 this year. 10 RBIs with the bases loaded. In the air to shallow left. Out goes Crawford. Kieschnick coming in, and he'll make the catch. Not deep enough for Victorino to try it. So there's the second out, and a big out for Volgesong. Sox.
With the bases loaded. How about a slammage? Huh?
That'd be something.
Like Nava.
Yeah, the numbers for him in 60 games. The #1 prospect has arrived. As he is here tonight, was here last night, of course. Got to kind of check it all out last night, take it all in. And tonight makes his debut as he will take strike 1. Tonight's honorable moment is brought to you by Kettle One. Gentlemen, this is vodka. Xander Bogaerts making his major league debut. Youngest position player to appear in a game for the Red Sox since Dwight Evans in 1972. Bogaerts at 20 years, 323 days old. The 0-1 is off the pitcher, kicks out to Scudero at second. They'll get Bogaerts, and Volgesong somehow escapes the first inning, only giving up the 1 run. The Giants are coming up. The season numbers for Red Sox starter Jake Peavy, brought to you by FW Webb. Peavy getting his 17th start overall, 9-5 with a 4.41 earned run average. His combined numbers between Boston and Chicago. Opponent sitting at 249 against Peavy. Gregor Blanco leads it off and takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Blanco did not play in last night's game. We saw Andres Torres in center field, and Blanco hitting at 254 with a home run and 32 runs batted in.
Once again, doesn't have the same cheese that he once did, but he goes after it.
There's a pop up down the third baseline, and into slide goes Bogaerts. Can't get it.
The game he had pitched before against Kansas City, where he coughed up a lead.
There's another pop up. This will be a little easier try for the left side of the Red Sox infield. It's Middlebrooks who makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. Let's check out the defending world champions San Francisco Giants starting 9 tonight. Gregor Blanco just popped out in center field. Marco Scutaro at second base. Brandon Belt at first base with Buster Posey doing the catching. Hunter Pence in right field. Brandon Crawford is at shortstop with Roger Kieschnick in left field batting seventh. Joaquin Arias at third base as Sandoval was a late scratch. And the pitcher Ryan Volgesong on the mound tonight for the Giants. As Sandoval with back troubles tonight. Came out of the game last night as we got into the later stages of the game. And tonight comes out of the lineup just before the game. So Arias takes over at third base.
And that's a huge part of their lineup. Sandoval, he's the man. It's his first scream of the night for Peavy, and always in attack mode.
Scutaro lifts a fly ball to shallow left field. Bogart's out. In comes Nava. And Daniel Nava makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Let's check out the Red Sox defense. It's brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Will Middlebrooks at third, Xander Bogaerts at short, with Dustin Pedroia at second base, Mike Carp at first. Left to right in the outfield, Daniel Nava, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Shane Victorino left to right. And David Ross returning to the Red Sox gets this thing out of the 3 spot. First baseman who hits at 271. Pretty complete team victory here last night. Good offense and certainly great pitching.
And I see absorbs the hit. You know that. It says something, right? Why?
2-0 to Belt. There's a strike, 3-1. There's a fly ball out to right center field. Victorino moves over, calls, and catches the final out in the bottom of the first inning. 3 fly ball outs for Jake Peavy. A 1-0 Red Sox lead. Nothing lead, and David Ross leads it off and takes strike 1. That's amazing. Volgesong getting out of that first inning the way he did. Very fortunate.
I feel like you should have got 3. You really do. And you look back. I hope we have to look back at this game and lost.
The 1-2 Ross is going to miss. 1-1. Day DL on June the 25th. Swings and pops it up. Foul ground. Back comes Posey. But he will not have a play.
Doesn't hit for average, but he's been around the game. He's more important, I think, the overall package. You know, we talked about him being a coach. And
had he been healthy a lot more than we've seen Ryan Lavarnway catch this year as a backup catcher. I think.
Pay attention. We do when he doesn't swing the bat. And we're saying, why isn't he swinging the bat? Well, check how much he's caught.
Angeles. Off day on Thursday, then the weekend series. It's a grounder to third base that Arias has. Throws out Ross at first for the first out. Let's check in with Jenny Dell.
Party of 5. Message and data rates may apply. We're going to track these results all game long and give the final results during NESN Sports today. Don.
All right, Jenny, thanks very much. A comebacker off the bat of Jake Peavy, fielded by Volgesong.
I'm thinking streets of San Francisco.
You could tell where that was from.
Yeah, I got it.
2 down here in the inning for Ellsbury. Shows bunt, takes the strike.
OCD, right?
Oh, really?
Right.
In there for strike 2.
Meanwhile, Volgesong, you feel like you just want to get after this guy. Next thing you know, he might be in the 5th inning throwing that salad.
No 2 pitches, strike 3. A 1-2-3 second inning for Ryan Volgesong. Red Sox have a 1-0 lead. The second inning back in San Francisco, 1-0. Red Sox have the lead. As Buster Posey leads it off here in the second. Jake Peavy at a 1-2-3 first inning on 13 pitches in the first. Was a threat to go deep. Has 14 home runs on the year. In Toronto, we could hear him from the booth.
Obviously, the mic's going to pick it up.
2-1 pitches in there for a strike. Delayed call. Mike Everett took a good long look. In there for strike 3. Peavy picks up his first K. It's Buster Posey. And there's one out here in the second inning. Hunter Pence, the batter. That's a 282. 15 homers and 64 runs batted in. Which do you enjoy watching more? A guy comes in and blows people away.
I'm drawn to it. I am. And Peavy gets carried away sometimes because you could tell he was a guy that used to bring it.
Right.
And he shouldn't be partying with that cheese. He's got to paint with that. See how little comeback there? They give up on it.
Or you feel like today you should be able to party with that same cheese.
Well, you just get excited sometimes and you forget you haven't got the partying cheese. Down and away, run it in every once in a while.
2-2 to Pence.
There it is.
And that is just off the plate.
Helping us out every pitch.
Payoff pitch fouled off to the right, out of play.
He wouldn't be where he is right now if he didn't know what he's doing.
This fouls off another to the right, out of play. Rounder down the line at third. Struck well, but foul.
I'll take it out over and let him hit it.
Just party.
Yeah. Party doesn't mean you have to punch him out.
That's ball four, a little bit low. So the first walk given up by Peavy, first base runner for the Giants. Offered at 272, 8 homers, 38 runs batted in. Very good defensively at shortstop. He left a fly ball the other way to short left field. Nava coming in will make the catch. 2 down. Back to the bag at first goes Pence.
He's lucky he's still here. And he wasn't supposed to start tomorrow. We're supposed to get Godin, but he went in on the disabled list. So this is a series the Red Sox have to sweep. I don't know why. It's like, you don't want.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
There's that changeup.
You talk about the Giants going nowhere. They are tough season here for the Giants. There's a liner into center field. It's going to get in for a base hit. Hunter Pence up to second base. There's the first hit of the night given up by Jake Peavy. Well, Red Sox will see the division leading LA Dodgers next. They'll put together a 7.5 game lead over the Diamondbacks, playing terrific baseball. The Dodgers are 73 and 52, and you're right, Ak, you really need to get things done here.
Because that's what they base their whole team around, is the really great starting pitching. And they're paying for it too. A guy's making a lot of money. Kane. Obviously Zito made a ton of money while he was here. Had a great
song. 2 and 4 with a 6 on the ground by the glove of Peavy. The right to Pedroia. Throws to first base for the out that ends the inning. Giants strand a pair. We play 2. Red Sox have a 1-0 lead. Twilight here in San Francisco as the Red Sox and Giants play into the third inning. Red Sox have a 1-0 lead.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It has. It's been over a week. And the story is the hamstring has bothered him, and for whatever reason bothers him when he is batting left-handed. So he has continued to bat right-handed against righties, and that is his natural side. But at the same time, he's also done fairly.
Lincecum.
It's a 1-0.
Ike 35 with San Francisco because he had good cheese. This guy can win with 80.
2-1 is Victorino hit by a pitch his first time up. Trying to come in again, and they just missed. Full count. Multiple hits in the last 3 games for Shane Victorino. Swings in the 3-2, drives into deep left field. That ball is back, and that ball is gone. Home run for Shane Victorino, his 8th of the year, and the Red Sox take a 2-0 lead.
You throw him 3 fastballs in. You have 2 sinkers that he threw, and then you could throw him a fastball. He's seen it 2 before. This one's belt high, no hair on it. He crushes this ball. Look at this. He is all over this fastball. Nothing on it. Ball's flat. Had to throw a strike, and he crushed it.
So a solo shot to open up the third inning as a pitch for a strike over the outside corner to Pedroia.
Works, I mean, the energy that he brings to this club, and they fed off of it. And when he's just a winning player.
Pediatric trauma program at Boston's Children's Hospital brings the season total of 63,500.
It's exhausting watching him.
You're tired?
Yeah, I worked with him last year. He was in He never really answered me. He just kept chirping.
Hurt. 2-2 pitch. He is going to miss. Full count. Back-to-back full counts for Volgesong, and misses with that. Down to first base goes Pedroia. We'll get another look at the home.
Looked like he has it all. 3-2 ugly breaking ball. Ball 4 to Pedroia. He's trying to pick. He knows he doesn't have it.
Run in, and Mike Karp, the batter, will check on Pedroia at first base. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Karp.
Frightens me from up here.
Outside for ball 2. That's a strike, and it's 2-2. And check on Pedroia. The lead was not terribly large. That's outside to Karp. Full count. Off is Pedroia as a fly ball to left field, sending Kieschnick back. He's there to make the catch for the first out of the inning, and Pedroia goes back to the bag at first.
His explanation.
He sent it a text, and they were at a party, I guess.
He can't even remember doing it.
He didn't remember the text, and then he won.
The shower, here I am. And
here we are.
What are we doing? And he didn't even really know how he won.
The one pitch is going to miss. Eckersley and Jenny Dell. As Middlebrooks pops it up right around the mound from first comes Belt. And then behind it, and they'll put it away for out number 2. Pretty full moon out there tonight.
That's why I'm feeling kind of weird last couple of days, huh? Full moon?
I didn't notice I was feeling weird the last couple of days.
But as soon as I see the moon, I'm like that full moon, I start thinking, yeah, how have I been feeling lately, right?
And you felt weird the last couple of days?
Yeah.
You're from out here. This is pretty normal, right? I mean, warm,
isn't it? Daytime here because it's not scalding. It's just what?
No humidity.
Not even 70, but it does. It feels like 80. The thing about it is, San Francisco's another. It's not like L.A. where the weather's good all year round. I mean, this is not. This is foggy a lot, like depressing.
That I know you like to do here. First of all, you can bronze here, and you don't feel like you're bronzing,
right?
Because it's cool. But you got that right.
If I worried about my hair being messy.
And Nava fouls it off to the left out of play. One of our AT&T text poll tonight as Nava lines this into right field. Fair ball headed towards the right field corner. Dustin Pedroia is headed to third. He'll be stopped there. It is a double for Nava. Well, 2 outs, maybe a chance they would send Pedroia, but they do not. It's second and third on the double by Nava.
Down there a while, I thought Pedroia had a chance to score, but he just cleans out this fastball Nava from Volgesong. Not a lot on it. Ball is fair. You think it gets down the line, and if it comes out quickly, you have no chance to score. But it took a while, and with 2 outs, you think you'd take a shot at this. But Pedroia is not exactly flying. He pulls up almost a little bit right here. No chance.
Third with 2 down, and a chance here for Xander Bogaerts in his second major league. Added to the roster yesterday, first major league stint. Between AA and AAA, hit at .297. Bogaerts grounded out as he takes strike 1. Outside 1-1.
See it
between the two, even before he arrived. Come into the lineup on the left side. Bogaerts to the ground ball to short. Crawford will fire to first for the out. That ends the inning. Red Sox strand a pair in scoring position, but a home run by Shane Victorino has the Sox on top 2-0. You pitch in the National League. How do you approach dealing with pitchers who hit? What do you do? Batters up to $50,000. Arbella in the third inning. Pitcher Ryan Volgesong.
First pitch fastball, because that's what I wanted to swing at. You know, if you throw anything away to him, when in doubt, throw him a hook.
Swing and a miss, and Volgesong strikes out. He went on the fastball that time, and it's the second strikeout for Peavy of the night.
You see a guy punch out 150 guys in the American League. Well, add 30 to it. When you get close to 200, right, that means you're dominant. And you got 200 punch outs. With Chicago, and
pitch foul back to the screen. 0-2. 0-2 pitch. That's outside. 1-2. Peavy not happy at all with that last delivery.
B with intensity.
Do you think it bothers the hitters at all that he's yelling?
Right.
Like some people.
Yeah, like some people. Huh?
This is down the line and left. Nava is in foul ground when he makes the catch. Not a lot of foul ground down there. But Nava runs into it, makes the grab in front of the stands for the second out.
More foul ground than there was in Fenway Park. You think that ball's in the seats in Fenway Park?
Yep. From Marco Scudero, flied out to left in the first inning. And it takes. It's going to drop in there for strike 2.
Oh, that is a good hook right there to go with a little slider.
From where his arm angle was. Line to first, and Harp makes the catch to end the inning. It's a 1-2-3, bottom of the third inning, and it's a 2-0 Red Sox lead. Base in his first at bat, 0 for 1. Have it now. There's a fly ball out to center field. Blanco's out there, and he makes the catch for the first out of the fourth inning. Mike Napoli and Johnny Gomes kind of leading in the beard department, but they have others now who have followed along.
The problem is guys try to go
back to the mound in the second inning. If you can, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Elton.
Fouled off to the right, out of play. Pedroia's.
I've never had a
couple days. Grounded by the mound again. Kicks off the side and kicks out to Crawford, the shortstop, for the second out of the inning as we send it down to Jenny Dell. Starting to get to the end of the minor league season. No place for him to rehab, but now if they can make it happen quickly, pick it up.
Yeah.
These things were going on, and there were long tosses and some side sessions, and there was really no date for him to go.
Could be.
Grounder sharply it down to Belt at first base. Ellsbury is retired, and the Red Sox are gone in order in the fourth inning. They take a 2-0 lead to the bottom of the fourth. High drive to right field off the bat of Brandon Belt. Back goes Victorino, and that one is going to be off the bottom of the wall. Belt still running, is headed for third base. A wild throw back in the infield. He'll get there with a slide. Shane Victorino just kind of stopped running out there in right field and ends up off the base of the wall out there and on the warning track at the 421 marker. I think he thought it was going to go.
I tell you what, it takes a lot to go out of here, but when you see Victorino turn his back to this ball, I said, "You're kidding me? This ball's gone?" And it wasn't. Hit the base of the wall out there. That is a long ways away. It's a home run anywhere. And you see the cutoff here. You see the ball hit the bottom of the wall, and Belt tries to get 3, but Victorino gave up on it. You wonder if he could have caught this ball if he hadn't given up so early in this series. Last night he hit a couple balls on the screws. First time up he hit a ball just missed. Fly ball to right.
21 after that particular part of the ballpark. And a good start to the bottom of the fourth inning here for the Giants. Fouled off to the right. It's 2-1. Too far inside. 3-1 to be a triple for Brandon Belt. Liner foul down the right field line. Full count. Popped up foul off to the right, out of play. On the ground to third base. A little bobble by Middlebrooks. Has time to recover and throws out Posey. Took a look at Belt. He remains at third.
Posey. Ball comes out of his glove. Checks the runner. Has plenty of time.
In the second inning.
So far out.
Strike called. 0-2. We're talking about how hard it is. A lead at third base, 1 down. This one gets away. Ross didn't know where it was, so Peavy came racing in, but not far enough away for Belt to try it. Swing and a miss as Pence goes chasing and a pitch away. That's a third strikeout for Peavy and a big one. 2 down. Life insurance. 2 down in the inning. Bell to start of the inning with a triple, still at third base. And here the catcher Ross set it out to talk to Peavy. I'll remind you to download Dunkin's new mobile app. With it, you can load a Dunkin' Donuts card and pay right from your phone. You can also receive exclusive mobile offers and send Dunkin' gift cards. Message and data rates may apply. Belts at third base. Here, a pitch inside for ball 1. Jumps ahead here, 2-0. And there for a strike, 2-1. Strike call. Crawford was jumping back. Swinging a foul tip held on to by David Ross for strike 3. Peavy works his way around a leadoff triple. Red Sox have a 2-0 lead. Has been on twice, hit by a pitch in the first inning, and then homered his solo shot to left field in the third. They come to bat here in the 5th, and Shane Victorino leads it off and takes strike 1. On the ground this time to third base, Joaquin Arias. Throw that is towards the runner, but keeping his foot in the bag was Brandon Belt. Nice play for the first down of the inning. Here in the 5th inning brings up Dustin Pedroia. He's also been on twice. Infield hit in the first inning. Walked in the third inning. On the ground left side, Crawford on the first, 2 down. It goes to show you how important that first inning is.
I mean, you got a good hook, good changeup. He's got all the pitches. Just hasn't got very pitches he threw.
Very fortunate to get out of that first with just the 1 run.
And then he get a little rhythm.
And he fools Karp with that. 0-2 the count towards right center for Karp to pull. As Volgesong misses up top with ball 1. 2-2. Some of that stuff takes place late. You're not even part of it. 3-2 is a swing and a miss. Volgesong all of a sudden now has put together 7 in a row retired. 2-0 Boston.
And then tonight Sandoval's out.
I was going to say, especially without Sandoval in the middle. Peavy back on the hill. Roger Kieschnick leading it off. And he takes strike 1 from Peavy.
Well, it's not the scary
ones in last night's game. Was in the original starting lineup tonight, and they made the 2-1. Kieschnick fouls it back. 2-2. This is just out of the reach of Bogaerts. Shortstop ducked back, tried to reel it in, but it's just out of his reach and lands in left center.
Following up a changeup with a cutter, he gets it up a little bit. This ball just gets out of the reach of Bogaerts. 2 hits for Kieschnick. Got him twisted around a little bit.
Arias grounding out to second base, first time up. That has happened, and here is Joaquin Arias. He takes strike 1. This is quickly by Middlebrooks, who is into the grass at third. Down into the corner as Kieschnick is going to be waved around. Trying to score from first base. He will without a problem. Throw goes to third and safe at third base is Arias on a close play.
Third, bang, bang, but he gets a break. Hanging breaking ball. He ropes his ball down the left field line, and once again it's going to bobble around down there. Takes a long time to get out. And you see Nava throwing to third. They cut off the throw to third, and I thought the throw to be made was all the way into third base, but they still almost got him. But an RBI triple by Arias.
Volgesong can help out his own cause here. Ryan Volgesong, the batter, the pitcher, and he is going to take ball 1. Lead swing and a foul ball, 1-1.
Nava didn't get it clean.
On the ground and diving is Pedroia. Quickly to his feet, throws out Volgesong. And a good diving play at second to save the run there by Pedroia. First out of the inning.
This becomes no big deal, but this is a big play. Saves a run. And you're playing in like that.
Something may be wrong with Peavy here. says he's fine a couple of times, and they'll go back to the dugout. Don't know if we can pick anything up on that last pitch.
This follow through, he gave out on him, his front leg. Yeah, twisted on him. It's almost like Lackey, you know, with that ankle that kind of gives.
Here's Gregor Blanco. Blanco tonight has popped out. Blanco takes ball one.
Stretch pitches the last couple of innings. Last inning, leadoff triple by Belt.
This ticket brings you the pitching line for Jake Peavy. Started with a triple in the fourth inning. Now he's got a runner at third and almost hits Blanco. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
Nice.
To second again. A little easier play for Pedroia. 2 down. The infield in works out on 2 occasions for the Red Sox. No advance. Ferrero flied out to left in the first inning. Lined out sharply. Mike Carp at first base in the third inning. Ball 2-0. Strike call that time on the outside corner. 2-1. 2-2. Same spot. 2-2 pitch. And Scudero will take ball 3, full count. Chopper towards shortstop. Bogarts on the run and in time. Just gets Scudero at first base. He was diving head first, but he's out.
This is a high chopper. You think it's going to be a base hit, but he makes the exchange, keeps charging this ball, and makes it look easy. Once again, I don't know why anybody dives to first base.
The Giants get 1 run. It is 2-1 Red Sox at the end of 5. Last inning, Jake Peavy had to pitch his way out of that jam and get some very good defense behind him.
Absolutely.
To the top half of the 6th inning, Will Middlebrooks ends it off and takes strike 1.
And then the kid, the rookie, made a nice play to end the inning on Scudero. The ball that hit made it look routine almost. Seems like a lanky way.
He appears to be taller than you.
Which is tall.
Which is really tall. Really. That's strike 3. Middlebrooks strikes out. Third strikeout for Volgesong.
Pulling him down. Gets Middlebrooks like a 2-seamer that runs in on him. Not even close. That ball's way inside.
Now the doubled in the third inning. Last hit the Red Sox have had. Well, he reached a pitching line. The Giants starter Ryan Volgesong, 5 1/3, 5 hits, 2 runs. Walked the batter, struck out 3, survived a very shaky 1-1 pitch. Is in the air to shallow left center. Blanco started back, now he comes in and makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
You got to wonder how everybody's feeling, because you know it takes it out on you. I don't care what you say. Last night they won big, but
should have been 12 and under. As the pitch is in there for us.
Game on Sunday night, and this has been
such a
difficult.
To me, I don't know about you. Could be tough.
Oh, that's tough.
Fouled straight back. Still 0-2. 2 pitch. Bogarts strikes out on his 3rd major league at bat, and Volgesong rolling. He has retired the last 10 batters in a row. 2-1 Red Sox. 2-1 Red Sox have the lead over the Giants.
The ballpark, any other ballpark from Belt last time.
Park in San Francisco. Jake Peavy back on the mound. And the first pitch foul off to the left.
Had some stress throws tonight.
Fouled off to the left. Ahead of him now 0-2. There is action for the first time. Craig Breslow warming in the Boston pen. This is ripped to right. And quickly off the bottom of the wall. Victorino will try to grab it. Belt headed for second base. He'll get there with a double to begin things here in the 6th inning.
Surprise he went to. And another one. You see that tail comes back over the middle of the plate up. And this is a hot hitter. Belt might be the hottest hitter on this club. And he hits a rocket off the wall. It stays over there. Sort of rattles against the fence. That little screen. A triple and then a double.
Base. Now Buster Posey Hits it on the ground to Bogarts at shortstop. Throw in time, no advance for Belt, and Posey is retired again, swinging at that first pitch. Things happen fast. You got to pay attention.
You don't know with this Giants club, whether they're going to swing first.
Fly ball to right field, sending Victorino back onto the dirt of the track to make the catch. Belt bluffs a tag, remains at second base, and there are 2 outs in the inning.
Let's see the right field. See, he's got some pop, but Pence can hit it out the other way, but Victorino makes this a can of corn. Belt has stayed at second, can't move anywhere.
John Farrell out here to make the change. Looks like he's making a double switch here. Home plate umpire Mike Everett going over what he wants to do. And John Farrell will be bringing in Craig Breslow. We know that part. As Jake Peavy, done here after 5 2/3 innings, responsible for Belt at second base. That is the night for Peavy right now, holding on to a 2-1 lead from San Francisco. Down to the game at shortstop. Stephen Drew comes into the game at shortstop. This call to the bullpen is brought to you on Nesson by your New England Ford dealers. Craig Breslow into the game with 2 outs and a runner at second base. As Breslow appears in his 45th game of the year, 3-2 with a 2.23 earned run average, 24 strikeouts to 12 walks, and opponents hitting at .255 against Breslow. Comes in to fade. And Crawford hits a one-hopper to Pedroia at second base. He is out, and out of the jam on one pitch is Breslow. Red Sox on top 2-1 at the end of 6 now.
If you know him, a competitor, he probably was, I don't know if he was shocked or not, but I think Farrell did the right thing. I know it worked out. Crawford's
off here in the 7th. Volgesong back on the mound again here for the Giants.
Did he have another out in him?
Fly ball to right field on the run is Pence still going. It's going to be over his head. One hops the wall out there as Ross heads into second base with a double to begin things in the 7th inning. First hit for Ross since coming off the DL.
Their way, he gets a little cutter away. He stays on it. Not a full extension swing, kind of a abbreviated swing. Look how far this ball goes off his bat. One hops the right field fence, double. Pence gets it in.
So a good start here to the 7th inning for Boston, and it brings up Stephen Drew. Last inning, and his first at bat, he hits a .248, 9 homers, 49. Outside for ball 2, 2-0. Fouled straight back, 2-1. 7th. Swing and a miss. And a pitch down and away. There is action for the Giants. And the right-hander up. John Machi warming in the pen. 2-2. Is outside, full count. Swing and a miss. And he's able to get Drew. 5th strikeout for Volgesong and the first out of the 7th inning.
Changeup made him swing and miss, and now he throws him a 3-2 changeup that disappears. Drew way out front.
Single back in the first inning, a stolen base, a run scored. Since then, a strikeout in. Popped up. Back goes the shortstop Crawford to shallow center. Makes the catch for the 2nd out. Ellsbury's retired. Victorino hit by a pitch in the first inning. Homered in the 3rd. And grounded out in the 5th.
Well, you got to get that run in, man. Second base, nobody out. American League where you're going to wait for some big inning.
Strike 1 to Victorino. Volgesong at an even 100 pitches, up over his average. Strike over the outside corner on the breaking ball. 1-2 pitch. Victorino chops it down the 3rd baseline. Arias on the backhand. Long throw will get there in time. So Volgesong works his way around a leadoff double. It's 2-1 Red Sox. Now the The Red Sox and Giants play into the bottom of the tonight as Craig Breslow back out there for the Red Sox.
3 bullets
happened quick.
Yeah, it did. And he's not going to have that happen again, because it's a competitor. You know, you never want to come out. And it was.
Sends Pedroia to the lawn and short right for the first out of the 7th inning.
But he just voiced what he thought at the moment from a guy that, you know, yells just to stay in shape. You don't expect
so things get bad.
You gotta get it out.
Yeah.
You better get.
Fly ball to right field. Victorino is there, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Thought Brett Pill will take over last night. Here he is again, and swings to the first pitch, drives it out towards deep left center field. Back goes Ellsbury to make the catch on the warning track. A long run for Jacoby, but he gets back there on the warning track to end the inning as the pinch hitter flies out. Red Sox have a 2-1 lead. Back in San Francisco, Red Sox have a 2-1 lead as they come to bat here in the top half of the 8th inning.
Going on, they had a bunch of arms out there. Romo was setting up. You see this guy Casilla was setting up. They had the beard.
It's a new pitcher here for the Giants. Strike one over the outside corner. Santiago Casilla into the game here for the Giants. 37th appearance, 5-2 with a nifty 1.95 earned run average. Opponent's hitting at 219 against Casilla. Hook. Breaking ball, didn't break much. Rounder and off the mound is Casilla, plants and throws in time to get Dustin Pedroia for the first out of the inning. Shinichi Tozawa warming in the Red Sox pen.
Playing right into the Red Sox hands. Breslow, Tozawa, and Uehara. That's the way it works.
And Casilla with his 1.95 earned run average ranked back fly back in the first inning. As he takes strike one. Missed a total of 47 games after he had surgery.
This is a club, you know, we talked about the rotation being kind of a disappointment. He was, you know, the way he orchestrates his bullpen.
He one foul back, and it's a full count down to Mike Cart.
Really like that. And I did that for a long time, you know, in Oakland.
Carp strikes out, 2 down in the inning. 6th strikeout for Giants pitching. Of course, in Oakland, they also had him in Tampa Bay and the Trop. What do you think of the new 3-night?
The longest time I had that open bullpen in Oakland, right? And I didn't think
Cubs are the same thing, right?
Right.
Swing and a miss here from
30s or something.
1-2 fouled off. Fouled off to the right, out of play.
Is it gonna be one of those rotating things like they did?
With it kind of picks it up. This is to left center field, and Middlebrooks has got a base hit. I'll go over to play it. Middlebrooks on with 2 outs with his second hit of the game. The pitcher of record right now for the Red Sox, 5 2/3, ends up giving up a run. Shane Victorino is the difference in the game with his home run. His 8th of the year for Victorino. On the other side, Ryan Volgesong really had a tough first inning, but got out of it only giving up 1 run. Faced 7 batters. Red Sox have the bases loaded, and he ends up hanging around with his.
I guess I did, didn't I?
He's got nothing.
He's got nothing. Yeah, that wasn't fair, I guess, because he proved me wrong. Didn't he?
Didn't have much at the moment. Here's Navas swinging at the first pitch and fouling it back. Former Red Sox lefty Javier Lopez. He's a big part of what they've done out here too in the bullpen.
He's been consistent for them ever since they've gotten him.
Fly ball to center field. Blanco started in, now goes back and makes the catch. On to the bottom of the 8th. Red Sox holding on to a 2-1 lead. I think it's 2-1. Red Sox have the lead over the Giants. Defensive change for the Red Sox. At first base, Mike Napoli into the game as Shinichi Tozawa checks in here for the 8th. After a great job by Breslow. Tozawa Makes his 58th appearance, 5-3 with a 2.50 earned run average. 61 strikeouts to 9 walks, and opponents hitting .256 against Tozawa. And runner at second, 2 down, and retires all 4 that he faces in the game.
When you think about Breslow, right? He gets sort of.
Blanco leads it off, and he'll take ball 1.
But he gets it done. He knows how to pitch. He makes his pitches and gets big outs.
For ball 2. To shortstop, Drew to his right. Throw in time to get Blanco for the first out of the inning. Road coming up. 0 for 3 in the game. Scudero has flied to left, lined out to first base. And there for strike 1 to Scudero at third base. And Scudero grounded out to Bogarts. His major league debut. Scudero slices it foul off to the right. 1-2 still. 1-2 is in the right field for a base hit. And Victorino is going to try and throw to first base. Trying to do it too quickly. It was hit so sharply that Napoli quickly ran to first, was going to cover, and they're going to try to get Scudero, but it's a base hit.
This guy scares me.
A triple and a double tonight after flying out deeply to right. And a pitch outside.
Ueharo's got a consistent split finger. He takes a lot off of. Tozawa throws it hard sometimes. There it is. That's.
Well, fouls it back, and it's 1-2.
Great to throw Belt to fastball the way he's been swinging it.
Liamachi up again. He had been up 2 innings ago, and now the closer, Sergio Romo. 2 to Belt. And a liner foul down towards the pen. In the dirt. Blocked by Ross. Couldn't find it right away. It was behind Belt. He goes and grabs it as Scudero, a little frustrated, may have had a chance to take second base if he broke right away.
Yeah, you can't risk this, though. You really just can't. It goes ball, gets in the dirt. You're not sure if he kept it in front of him or it's behind him or what when you got that.
Belt down the line at first, but foul.
Come on, baby.
Well, grounds it down the first baseline, a foul ball. Napoli picks it up. Belt to left field down the line. Nava's on the run. It's going to call fair. Scudero headed to third base. Throw goes to second. So the Red Sox keep a double play in order. But the tying run now 90 feet away as Scudero gets to third base on the single for Brandon Belt.
What a tough out Belt has been tonight. We said a double and a triple. He fouled off a lot of split fingers. He gets another split finger that's up a little bit. Doesn't try to pull it, just carves it down the line. This ball finds its way and dropping in fair. You know, Nava gets this ball quick enough to throw it in to hold Belt to a single on this, but the winning run would have went to second base. So the double play still is in order, like you said.
The sellout crowd back into it again. There's strike 1.
Middlebrooks is about
outside, 1-1. Posey hits it in the air down the right field line. Victorino over by the seat. Victorino make the catch, tagging his Scudero. Throw will not be in time, and this game is tied. Sack fly to right field for Buster Posey, and it's 2-2.
I mean, you can't let that ball drop. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, but it's like flat. He's thrown a ton of them.
Down 2 down in the inning, and Hunter Pence, the batter, is swinging again at the first pitch. Pence fouls it off to the right, down 0-2. Landed foul in the same type of situation.
Drop it. You didn't want him to. I think Buchholz was on the mound.
0-2 pitch is outside, 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Hunter Pence strikes out, but the damage done. Giants have tied the game. Well, game tied now 2-2. Identical number of hits. No miscues in this game. Sergio Romo. 51st appearance, 3-6, a 2.78 earned run average in save opportunities. He is 30 out of 34, 49.
A ton of sliders. Finished off the World Championship.
Against him, Mike Napoli leads it off and takes ball one. In there for a strike, 1.75 average. As he misses away to Napoli, 2-1. And there for strike two. Napoli on the ground, a deep short, bobbled by Crawford, still has time. It's Napoli.
He hits this slider pretty solid into the hole, and you know it's Napoli running, but you see Crawford bobble it for a second right at his feet. He's got a gun, throws him out easy.
One out here in the ninth inning for David Ross. He's grounded out to third base, flied out to center, and double in the game. Yell, his first start. So he takes strike one.
Off about 10 in a row.
Rounders softly off the mound is Romo, who will fire to first for out number two. Well, right now he's taking a special savings on all Red Sox games. The top of the ninth inning, Stephen Drew batting for the second time since coming into the game in the seventh inning, part of a double switch. And strike one.
You don't bunt. Do you ever bunt?
To the third base area, the throw across and a quick and easy. Top of the ninth inning for Sergio Romo. It's 2-2 as we enter the bottom of the ninth. 2-2 the score as we head into the bottom of the ninth inning back in San Francisco. Red Sox move on to their fourth pitcher of the night, Franklin Morales. Ninth appearance of the year, 2-0, 6.14 earned run average, 14 2/3 innings, 12 Ks, but he does have 10 walks. Comes Brandon Crawford to begin things in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Morales is trying to find his way into.
Out swinging and grounded out to second. Shows bunt, takes a strike. Eight. Breaking ball didn't break. 2-1. That was charged to Workman. And there's the fastball that's up at 93 miles an hour. Swing and a miss. Back to the fastball up again, and he strikes him out with it for the first out of the bottom of the ninth. Here in the ninth inning, brings up Roger Kieschnick. Singled in the second, singled in the fifth, popped out in the seventh inning. And takes ball one. Double barreled action in the pen. Jose Majerus and Sandy Rosario both warming in the bullpen now for the Giants. Red Sox and Giants playing here in game two of a three-game series. 2-0 lead, but the Giants tie it up 2-2 in the eighth. Kieschnick sends it out towards left center field. Who's going to get down? Ellsbury moves over to cut it off quickly. And holds Kieschnick to a single with one out of the inning. His third hit of the night.
Gets a fastball up, and he hits it where you're supposed to. Stay back, hit it in the gap to left central. For the Red Sox, you're hoping this ball is not in the gap. Ellsbury gets to it easily, holds him to a single.
So a one-out base runner here for San Francisco in the ninth. 4-3 with an RBI triple back in the fifth inning. To center field, sending Ellsbury back and over to make the catch. Kind of a late lunge. And throws it back in. 2 down in the inning. Those who started last night in center field led off. It's at .250. 2 homers and 21 runs driven in. Throw to first. And he almost did it again. Incredible move Morales has. That time almost picked off Kieschnick, whose lead was not very big at all. Over there again. And diving back is Kishner.
Going home.
1-1 pitch to Torres. Swing and a miss. Down 1-2.
Good hook.
A 1-2 pitch. Inside, and it's 2-2 in the inning. And now Morales trying to get out of this ninth. 2-2. Full count now. Ball 4. Down the first base goes Torres. The potential winning run goes into scoring position in Kishnik on the walk to Torres. This is going to join this conference at the mound.
So what do you got on Hector Sanchez? Because I looked down and I said 29.
241 hitter, 2 homers, 10 runs batted in.
He's hit a couple of 2-3-run home runs recently. Out of nowhere, this guy. You see those 2 home runs? It's been recent.
There's strike 1.
Keeping breaking ball across. Had a lot of plate. Just didn't know if it was down or not.
Fouled back, 0-2. Up and away, and it's 1-2. High, 2-2. Sanchez gets hit. This will load the bases.
I mean, this is what you're afraid of. That had to hurt right there. Whew. I mean, you're not expecting anything inside like that, and he's bringing it. He's throwing 95. I mean, this ball is brought right at you. Ow.
So bases loaded, 2 down, and here comes John Farrell. That's going to do it for Morales to leave this game. Villarreal is coming in as the Red Sox here in a tight spot right now. Potential winning run 90 feet away. Pitching change from San Francisco. Jake Peavy, Jose Iglesias deal.
He's had some control problems. Not a good time. You should know.
Marco Scudero takes ball 1.
This guy's got a big arm, but he doesn't really know where it's going.
2-0.
I'd think about taking 2 strikes.
Ball 3. 3-0 from Villarreal. That is the ball game.
Where is that? That's a strike.
From third base comes Kishnik, and the Giants on a bases loaded walk truly walk off with a win. Marco Scudero walking on 4 pitches in Villarreal's debut in a Red Sox uniform, and the Giants win it 3-2. And the Red Sox now have company atop the American League East. We'll get a look at where this pitch was.
You know, 3-0, usually you're in the vicinity. That's a strike. But meanwhile, you got to have that. 3-0? Are you kidding me? That's when walk-offs were walk-offs.
That's a walk-off.
That is a walk-off.